We cut to Halloween morning. The storm from the night before has passed, leaving the sky dull and gray. Loomis walks along the roadway of Smith's Grove's, coat whipping behind him. Behind him, Anakin keeps his hood up, trying to contain scorched armor and lingering steam from his crash. Loomis stops at a payphone on the roadside and desperately tries to warn Haddonfield about Michael Myers' escape. Just like in the original film, nobody takes him seriously. He slams the phone down and storms back to the road, furious. Up ahead, a state truck sits pulled over at an odd angle. The driver's side door or still open. Anakin stops walking. He doesn't speak at first. He just feels it. A small shift in the air. A faint disturbance, like a char. I don't know what the hell what I wrote. Of life suddenly snapped. Anakin says, "Somebody's dead." Loomis turns sharply. "You sense that?" Anakin doesn't bother answering. He simply follows the feeling down the shallow and bend mark. Yeah, fuck it. He finds the mechanic's body hidden near the bushes, stripped of his coveralls, neck broken, tossed aside like nothing. Loomis scrambles down, but behind him. "It's him, Michael. He took the man's clothes." Anakin stands. He doesn't confirm it, but he doesn't need to. The violence here is absurd. The echo of the man's final moments still linger like static. Loomis stares at Anakin. "You knew he was dead before you even saw him?" Anakin replies, "A life ending like this leaves a disturbance." Loomis stares. It takes that in. It only strengthens his belief that Michael Myers is something more than a man. Anakin, wherever he came from, can feel the evil Michael leaves behind. Anakin looks down the long, empty stretch of the highway. "Anakin, he's heading towards your town." Loomis says, "Then we'd better move." The two climb back up the hill and return to the road, one hunting a shape of pure evil, the other following a cold void he'd sensed that night before. Halloween has begun. By the time Loomis and Anakin reach Haddonfield, the morning has settled into a calm, almost peaceful quiet. Halloween decorations flap lazily in the breeze. Kids cross the street with costumes in hand, and Anakin keeps his hood low, blending into the crowd, as Loomis immediately breaks away. "I'm going straight to the sheriff's. You look for anything out of the ordinary." Anakin replies with a presence like this, that won't be difficult." Loomis hurries off towards the police station. Anakin turns and walks deeper into the town, guided by that faint, cold signature he felt that night before. Laurie Strode walks down the sidewalk with Tommy Doyle beside her, chatting about school, trick-or-treating. She stops in front of the old Myers house. She pulls out the key her father asked her to leave for the new buyers and approaches the porch. As she steps towards the door, Anakin's breath catches, just slightly. He feels something, not dark like Michael, not violent, but connected. A thread, thin, quiet, but real. Across the street, Michael Myers stands in the shadows of his stolen car, mask blank, posture still, watching Laurie the same way he did in the original film. But this time, someone else is watching him. Anakin slows his steps. He doesn't ignite his lightsaber, doesn't confront him. Not yet. Michael is too far for a clear strike, too close to Laurie to risk escalation. But senses sharpen. He can feel Michael's attention locked onto her. Not curiosity, not consideration. I have no idea what that says. Something deeper, something that feels in a twisted way like a bond, a scar, or that in the force scratching for him to her, stretching for him to her. Anakin studies Michael carefully, even behind the mask, with no expression. He can tell it's him. The same void he felt at the truck, the same presence, the same emptiness that burned through the storm from last night. Anakin mutters, "You're connected to her." Laurie drops the key at the doorstep, completely unaware, walks away with Tommy. As she turns her back, Michael tilts his head a few degrees, like a predator watching prey. Anakin's eyes narrow. He doesn't jump in front of Laurie. He doesn't shout. He doesn't reveal himself. He simply stays in the background, watching Michael, watching her, and feeling that strange, dangerous thread between them. It's that moment Anakin realizes he didn't just crash into a random horror story. Michael is observing Laurie Strode for a reason, and Anakin can feel it.